Back to In the Zone. Now, first place on the line tonight in the WIC. The only two unbeaten teams in conference play collided as Northview hosted Owen Valley. Great environment for this one, even with the soggy soil in the area. Northview in business early on in this game. It's third and long, no problem. Tucker Stewart finds Ben Girton out of the backfield. Girton does the rest, high-stepping his way to the end zone. That makes it 6-0 Knights. Owen Valley facing a third and long of their own. Cameron King at quarterback drops back and throws a pretty pass to Seth Sparks. That moves the chains and sets up a bruising run.
Peyton Manning on that pass.
Good looking ball. Dylan Townsend gets the carry here. The point after gives the Patriots the lead. The rest of the game, that Knights defense got stingy. Second quarter, Daniel Kimball gets to the quarterback. That sets up third and forever. In the very next play, King forced to go deep with it. His pass tipped, and Kelly Hawkins plucks it out of the air. Northview put together an excellent second half, rising above the rest in the WIC right now, causing Jeff Martin to give the Knights coaching staff a shout out, including Twitterless Coach Rates. Got to work on that, Coach. He says first place in the WIC. Bring it home, baby. A big step in getting that conference crown. They do it tonight with a 33-16 win.
Coach Rates is hit. Let's get on Twitter,
I thought
Coach.
He was.
Come on, Coach. Next time we're out there, we'll talk to him.
He will. Over to Sullivan. They suffered a tough loss in their opening in the WIC opener last week. The Golden Arrows looking to bounce back at home against Edgewood. Fourth quarter, the game tied at 8. Arrows looking to get some offense going. Brooks Wesley gets strung out on the run. Mikey Willis carrying it this time. He keeps it on the ground but can't get it anywhere. But then he throws a pretty pass to Jake Kinnaman. Kinnaman scores what would prove to be your game-winning touchdown in this one. Sullivan downs Edgewood 15-8 in a key WIC tilt. West Vigo was still searching for win number 1 on the season. The Vikings hosted South Vermillion. Rainy over there. West Vigo up 14-0 in the second half. South Vermillion capitalizing on great field position. Adam Crouch takes it in from just a couple yards back to get the Wildcats within 8 on this rain. So
Ross, you were at that game. That doesn't look very
It was not pleasant for a minute there. South Vermillion trying to make more offense from their defense. Jimmy Maples rolls out to pass, has it intercepted by Tristan Spivey. Looks like he's got a seam, but he's drugged down there. That's when the Vikings defense took over. Nowhere for Crouch to go with the football this time. He's drugged down in the backfield by a couple Vikings led by Skylar Warnock. The Wildcats had chances, and each time the West Vigo defense stepped up. This time, Crouch chucking a wet ball. Austin Cutliff just jumps in front of the pass. With 4 minutes left, that pretty much wrapped things up in this wet and wild affair. Their first win of the year goes to West Vigo. It's a 14-6 victory over South Vermillion. Rick?
Pretty good Class A matchup tonight between number 9 North Central and 15th ranked North Knox. Both teams entered this showdown 3-1 on the season. Let's head down south to Bicknell for the action. North Central goes right to their bread and butter. I'm talking about star running back Chase Van Schoik. Look at him running hard as always. He moves the chains. He had 185 yards on the ground. Van Schoik finishes off the drive with a short TD run to give the T-Birds the early lead. He only had 4 scores in the game. Yes, all the T-Birds touchdowns tonight. North Knox showing why they have a ground game. Jordan Muir lowers the head and runs over several defenders on his way to the promised land. I love it when kids run hard. In a battle of 2 ranked teams, it's North Central coming out on top 27-21. Time to head down south and check in on all the action in Daviess County. For that, I'll send it over to Sports 10's John Swanner. John.
A soggy Daviess County, Rick. The North Daviess Cougars 3-1 on the season, and one of the big reasons the Cougars are off to such a great start this season, their star running back Colton Longager. He was the state's leading rusher heading into tonight's game with more than 1,100 yards to go along with 13 touchdowns on the season. Longager and the Cougars hosting North Putnam, the Battle of the Cougars in North Daviess. Longager had his number called early and often. Here he gets the nice gain around the left side. You can see why he's the state's leading rusher. Next play, Longager again. He tries the left side again, and he makes it to the pylon. 6-0 North Daviess at that point, but North Putnam would answer on the ensuing drive. Gabe McFadden with the quarterback sneak. North Putnam actually taking a 7-6 lead in this one, but not for long. Longager right side this time. He outruns the North Putt defense to his second of 4 touchdowns. North Daviess rolls in this one 45-15. Washington had a Big 8 home game against Mount Vernon Posey. The cheerleaders trying to kickstart the Hatchets, pick it up in the second. Jaden Arvin around the right end into Wildcat territory. He had 147 yards rushing on the night. A few plays later, same drive, here comes Arvin. He's coming right into your living room for the touchdown. He had 2 touchdowns, 20-20 at this point in the second. But the Hatchet D had no answers for one Austin Guthrie. He gets the long touchdown run. The Wildcats spoiling homecoming for Washington. Your final 42-20 in a soggy Daviess County. Rick, that'll do it for me. Rick and Ross, back to you.
Coming up next, we'll let you know if North, Vermillion, and Robinson could stay unbeaten on the season.
Plus, we always have the Sports 10 Spirit Awards, smashes, and good top fantasy performers for you. Wait till In the Zone returns. We'll be right back.